Just north of the 57th Street beach is Promontory Point. It's lined with enormous limestone blocks like much of the lakefront had been at one time. But some of those original blocks are sinking. Some residents created a conservancy to try and preserve the limestone and prevent a plan to replace it with concrete. Today, they shared their plan to preserve what they say is the unique character of this historic, beloved part of the lakefront. The Promontory Point Conservancy released 2 reports today that recommend restoring the point using the existing limestone and reinforcing the foundation and edge.
The cheap thing, the easy thing, is just lift up those blocks, replace the fill, and then make sure with wonderful new materials like geotextiles that your edge along the lakefront is not so permeable to wave damage.
Conservancy members, preservation advocates, and residents attended a press conference today at the Promontory.
Preserving the limestone is preserving the community that has gathered at the point for decades. Listen to the community, let the community lead.
We do not have to choose between preserving Promontory Point and having a secure shoreline.
The point has not failed. Our government has failed us.
And we're not in the business of doing cheaper and easier. We're here to do what's right and to preserve it.
The project manager for Promontory Point with the Army Corps of Engineers tells ABC7 they will use conservancy reports as input in their design and that the plan to use concrete was scrapped years ago. Both the Park District and the Chicago Department of Transportation say all 3 agencies involved are committed to saving and reusing as much of the point's existing limestone as possible. Residents like Charles Kyle recall modern times and memories at the historic point.
Getting out of school for half days, and instead of just going straight home, we would go to the point, we would hang out, we would go to the beach, play on the rocks. It was just a really good time.
The Conservancy will host 6 public meetings over the next 6 weeks to see what residents want to see on the point. The project manager for the Army Corps of Engineers tells us they will include those comments as input on their plan. But any work to be done at the point is at least 2 years away.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.